The other day I followed a set of bloody footprints and stumbled upon a mysterious brown suitcase. So I opened it with caution and stumbled upon a hidden telephone. After doing some investigating, I found out this briefcase belonged to a convicted serial killer. Maybe finding that briefcase was a grave mistake. Before we begin, I just want to say I really appreciate every single one of you who watches and support the videos. For anyone new to this channel, I put together a playlist with 60 other stories. There's a link in the description down below. So if you enjoy this story, which I know you will, make sure to check out the rest. And as always, after you finish the story, don't forget to drop a comment down below and let me know your favorite part. I would love to know. Okay. Now without further ado, you smell that?
Yeah.
It smells like a mystery. And chicken egg farts. And flamingo, rhinoceros, and platypus, hippopotamus, buffalo egg farts. And egg tarts. Okay. And chimpanzee, Dora the Explorer, Harry Potter, giraffe, monkey, velociraptor egg farts, tyrannosaurus egg farts, pterodactyl egg farts, and egg roast, pig egg farts, and egg sharts, tarts, farts. Today I found something that still scares me like chickens. So I was smelling my farts when I noticed there was a trail of blood on the ground. I examined the floor and saw there were bloody footprints still fresh. I super fast got to grab my nunchucks and proceeded to follow the footprints. And it wasn't long before I noticed underneath this strange pile of wood I discovered a mysterious wrapped package. Little did I know I was about to stumble upon something truly disturbing. I followed a set of bloody footprints and stumbled upon a mysterious brown briefcase. I looked around with caution as I unlocked it. Inside was a strange newspaper article about a man named Edgar Lee, a convicted serial killer who murdered 9 people. Apparently, he was found murdered in prison and his secret briefcase was nowhere to be found. I examined the bottom and felt something very unusual. I was not expecting to find this. There was a secret compartment and underneath there was a mysterious telephone along with a yellow folder labeled confidential. I fast got back home, opened the sandwich bag, turned it on, and holy pickled egg farts. It was password protected. How was I supposed to open it? I examined the briefcase and noticed something inside the yellow envelope. I opened it with caution to reveal a secret piece of paper. I unraveled it and it was a 4-digit Ronald McDonald. I entered the numbers onto the device and holy small egg rolls. I did not expect to find this. Could this briefcase actually belong to Edgar himself, the notorious melancholy killer? And if so, why was it out in the open? And where were all these clues taking me? And more importantly, whose blood did I find? So many questions, so little answers. I need your help to figure this out. Have you ever dreamed of being a detective? Go through evidence and solve murder mysteries just like me? Well, I've discovered the perfect thing for you. Let me tell you about Hunt a Killer. Hunt a Killer offers a completely unique experience of gameplay, challenging and putting your expert deductive abilities to the test. Each box is a complete murder mystery that you have to solve, and you're the detective. You get all the evidence, and it's your job to figure out who the killer is. The story is so immersive and engaging. With all the high-quality evidence, it really feels like you're actually a part of a real crime investigation. You get to sort through evidence, decode ciphers, and piece together clues, all to create a timeline of your own and catch the killer. Just like a real detective. It's truly a one-of-a-kind experience delivered right to your door. I just received The Melancholy Killer. The premise of The Melancholy Killer is about a traveling poet named Edgar, who rose to fame as the suspected melancholy killer, a notorious serial killer who murdered 9 people, but 20 years later, after his arrest, he was found murdered following a prison riot. And it was up to us to find out who murdered Edgar, and most importantly, was he really the melancholy killer all these years? I absolutely love Hunt a Killer. In fact, today's story was directly inspired by the evidence found inside this game. You can become a part of all the fun and become a detective in a thrilling murder mystery as well. Just head over to your local Amazon, Target, or Walmart and get your own version of the Melancholy Killer today. Not just that, but they have a bunch of different murder mysteries to choose from. I know you guys are gonna absolutely love them. And with that, thank you Hunt a Killer for sponsoring today's video. You have what it takes to hunt a killer, solve a murder. Yeah. Holy Lord of Egg Farts. It was the photos of the 9 victims of the melancholy killer. Bodies mutilated. Wait a second. That's weird. There was a 10th victim. The exact same MO, but that can't be possible. Edgar was killed in prison. That means we got ourselves a copycat killer. And that blood might very much be from the 10th victim. I have to stop them before another innocent person is murdered. But how was I supposed to find them? Bing! 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 Brain blast! Of course, it was a coded message. If you write out the message backwards, it's the language of chickens. Each letter corresponds to a specific number: 5, 14, 15, 5, 8, 20, 15, 20. And if you pair the correct numbers together, they're coordinates of an abandoned house. That's where the copycat killer will strike next.
Easy peasy.
It was time to suit up. But first, I proceeded to do the chicken dance to summon the full power of the Junior Chicken meal deal. So I packed my essentials.
Sheesh, I'm Groot.
Hello, Ming.
You know me?
I do. I know all about you. World's greatest detective. The fact that you are here, you thought that you had won, but on the contrary, it's quite the opposite. It had been all too long. The people had forgotten all about the infamous melancholy killer. They needed a reminder. You see, I was locked up in prison for 20 long years, planning my escape. And when the opportunity finally came, I could fake my own death. You see, everyone thinks you're already dead. Nobody will come looking for you. You are a great detective, but you are wrong about one thing. I'm not a copycat killer. Let me formally introduce myself. My name is Edgar. I'm the melancholy killer. All these clues were just a decoy, and now I have you exactly where I want you. You should be honored. You are the 11th victim.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. My big stack of cash must have blocked the attack. Just call me Batman.
Because he's not a hero. He's a silent guardian. A watchful protector. A dark knight.
I'm Black Man. Edgar, the melancholy killer, is still out there. But for now, I'm gonna go eat some egg rolls. Today I found something that makes me never want to go to sleep again. I've always noticed there was red tape over Snorlax's big eyeballs with the arrow pointing down. So I examined his belly and it felt different from the rest. I fast got to grab the sharpest tool I could find and began to cut him open like a jar of egg farts. It wasn't long before I noticed something hidden inside.